everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. Last episode, we made our way through what remained of Molcentir and made our way towards the Betrayer's Gate. We're up to our, last situation. Our goal, go through the Betrayer's Gate and effectively start another crusade. We'll see how this goes. Let's go in. Insert the Sword of Gith into the keyhole. And there is the gate.
This is the gate that was the threshold of the First Crusade. Beyond lies the Fugue Plain and the City of Judgment, Kelemvor's domain.
Are you committed to this, then?
Are you? Again, you have followed me this far. You do not need to risk more for my sake.
We are only facing death itself, possibly followed by a soul-dissolving oblivion. No, that seems a small thing to risk for you. I am with you until the end, Spirit Eater.
Again, neither one of us may survive this. I'm with you till the end, Spirit Eater. I don't know why.
I would die if I did not come with you. You are a dream I have chased all my life, and walked through 1,000 dreams to find here in the real world. You have opened even the jaded eyes of Gan of Dreams, and for that, my life is a small price to pay.
You have opened my eyes as well.
At one time, long ago when I was the dreamer in his cell in Molcentir, I did not believe that another would offer themselves up to save me. It is easy to forget such kindnesses when walking these lands. Now I find myself in the unfortunate place of being tempted to offer myself up to save you. A strange turn in the road, I think, but an important one. Whether you are a Kachi who hungers eternal, or a wayward hero from the West, you are more to me. You are nature itself, a storm, a spirit whirlpool into which one may be lost if one is not careful. And you are a thing which I think the gods themselves must bargain with, if they are to maintain their grip on their worshippers.
Thanks for standing by me.
Yes, well, perhaps we can speak more later, assuming there is a later for us.
I can only speculate as to what awaits on the other side of this gate, but we may step into danger, and this may be our last chance to speak freely. When we first met, it was because I promised my mother I'd look after you. Now, that promise is irrelevant. I'm with you because I want to be here, at your side.
It's been good to travel with you, too.
I suppose I danced around the issue. I'll say it plainly. I care for you more dearly than anyone I've ever known. There. That was easy to say. Whether or not you feel the same way, I'll step through the gate and fight by your side until the very end. But I can't venture toward death without first knowing, one way or the other, how you feel about me.
Are you sure you love me? Or are you being influenced by the spirit of Akachi that lives in me, and the fragment of the Founder in you?
I suppose I knew that my feelings may be influenced by someone else's heart. If that's true, then I've been a fool. You and I are bound by the actions of those who came before us. This isn't genuine. It's an echo, a reenactment.
It's not your fault. Your mother used you. She knew you were destined to care for me.
You're right. I feel a little foolish. I should have known the voices, the others. I was feeling echoes of their love. But the fact remains, you are my best friend. I may have been manipulated into caring for you, but by my own volition, I'm going to stay by your side until we finish this.
The Betrayer's Gate gapes open, leading to the City of Judgment in the Fugue Plain. Once you enter, it is unlikely you will be able to return.
Enter the Betrayer's Gate. It has been a long time, Akachi. It is time we finished this, once and for all. I'm not Akachi. I meant no offense. The name is revered among us, and I was unsure if you had taken it as your own. I've heard of you. Zoab, Fallen Solar, and one of Akachi's 3 lieutenants during the First Crusade. Exiled, not fallen. I still battle evil and tyranny in my own way. Your wings have gone black. If you say so, where are Akachi's other lieutenants? They await us up ahead at the Supplicant's Gate. I thought there'd be more of you. Our forces are positioned at various points along the wall, awaiting your order to attack. The city's defenses will be spread thin, trying to defend against them all. What exactly do our forces consist of? A host of Celestials has accompanied me, and Ramak will no doubt conjure servants as needed. Seiryu has come alone, same as before. It looks like they've sent people out to meet us. To parley, yes. Perhaps demand that we turn away and leave. I trust there's no chance of that. We'll see. You have come too far to waver now. Come. Our enemies wish to parley. Indeed.
Yes?
You might want to wear that. Alright. Ramak, Seiryu, and Zoab. Oh, no, you should be the one in charge here.
The battle awaits, and I grow impatient.
Do not delay, Travis. The city's defenses grow stronger as we speak. Seiryu blinks at you, but says nothing. Screams and moans are thick upon the air. You know them from your dream, but this time they are real. But a new note has joined their symphony of rage and despair. Do you hear it? In the cries of the damned? Hope. Today we change the order of the planes.
Zob, this is Akachi.
Akachi's remnants lie within me, but I am not him.
You're close enough for me. If I hold this gate on your command, I'll count my debt to him repaid.
Your armies gather about the city, my lord, and Kelemvor sends false souls to parley. Be wary. The god of the dead thinks to sway you. These are souls that once stood with us.
Joran? But...
Yes, Kalen, it is I, and the rest of the sleeping brothers are here with me. I did not think to see you again in this afterlife. How did you die? Your second crusade was cut short before I could march, Kalen. And like your crusade, our lives were cut short as well. Upon returning to the realms, our liege had us put to the sword for our intention to march on death itself. Kelemvor's priests sought to dissuade him, but it was not a question of sacrilege. It was the fact that we had disobeyed him and taken orders from another. We knew the punishment, but we could have done no less. Still, we can allow you to come no farther, Caitlin. You must turn from Kelemvor's citadel, or you shall join us in death. And the others? I recognize none of you.
Do you not remember your bittersmith? These arms forged the weapons of your crusade, and guarded your back as you tore the red woman from the wall.
Akachi's memories are gone, Halo. This man is not the one we followed.
We beg you, whether you are truly Akachi or only his heir, turn your armies away and spare your followers' souls. All must be judged by Kelemvor at the end, and rebellion is a sin that he doesn't quickly forget, as we know well.
Think carefully before you make a choice. Akachi tried this once before, and the realms paid the price over many centuries. In our travels, you have seen all the damage the Spirit Eater wrought. Would you inflict a greater punishment on others should you fail? Halor, you fought for the Crusade once before. Why do you oppose it now?
When we died, Mirko judged us false. In following the Crusade, we betrayed our gods and our faiths.
The crimes of the false. They gather on your soul like leeches or blooms of mold, unseen until the moment of your death. The greater the sins, the stronger their weight. We must serve the God of the dead lest we feel the weight of our sin. Lungs crushed and burning, bones splintering, straining to breathe. We are not alive, but we can still know such pain.
And here comes the ultimate choice. We don't have much of a choice. We either start the war to try and tear down the wall as an injustice, or we defend the city and defend the wall and defend something that just doesn't seem right. Here is the question that others would have. A lot of people would say, and they would say fairly rightly, that being sent into oblivion is a wrong, something that should not be. At the same time, there's a lot of things that should not be that have to be. Like I said, I didn't intend to start a war. I came here to right a wrong. But ask yourself, if you ended up in this situation, a chance to destroy a wall, to destroy something that is wrong, even if it is the law, would you? The truth is, I don't fully feel the same devotion to tear down the wall that someone like Kaelin has. Not to the degree of wanting to start a war. I've been thrown into this. And yet, it only seems right that I stand on this side. The wall is an injustice, an affront to gods and mortals alike. Will not turn aside. As long as it remains, the two of us shall see it destroyed. It is not a form of judgment, but a symbol of arbitrary punishment. A creation of a dead god's whim. You know this. You know that you force our hand. We cannot abandon this gate, or suffer any living soul to pass into the city of judgment. I intend to cut my soul from the wall and end Akachi's torment. For the love you once bore him, I ask you to stand aside. Please, you served the Crusade once. Now we ask you to do so again. What you ask is...
Akachi belonged amongst the false, not screaming in the wall. His fate was Mirko's whim.
Whoever you are, the betrayer or his heir, if you tear your soul from the wall, you might save yourself. But as for Akachi, whatever you were told, an empty thing cannot be easily healed.
We'll not raise our hands against you, whatever the cost in pain. But I'll warn you this. Pass these gates and you'll find no further mercies.
Farewell, Kaelin. I pray that in saving this one soul you will quench your thirst for justice. Well, at least they left. A bloodless victory, thanks to you. Still, we must split our forces and assault the city from different directions to prevent other defenders from overwhelming us. The location of your soul can be found in the Codex of the Dead, in the Temple of Kelemvor at Eternity's End. The names of all who reside within this city are listed there. The key to the temple is possessed by the Scrivener, the guardian of the Codex. You must obtain that key from him. Without it, you cannot enter the temple. During the First Crusade, Akachi successfully goaded the old Scrivener into emerging from the temple to face Akachi in single combat. She stood no chance against Akachi's fury, and we took the temple early in the battle.
My spies report that the new Scrivener is much more cautious. He is unlikely to make the same mistake as his predecessor.
Can we break into the temple by force? It would take a great deal of time which you do not have. The Scrivener's duty to the Codex supersedes any duty to the city, but if we inflict enough damage throughout the various districts, he will have no choice but to deal with us directly. What about Kelemvor? Won't he try to stop us? I do not claim to know the mind of a god. It was within Mirkwill's power to stop us immediately as well, but he did not.
Kelemvor probably believes we are no threat to the city. Time to prove him wrong.
We cannot worry about that now. Let us focus on the challenges we are certain to face.
What if the Scrivener doesn't come out to face us?
We will force his hand eventually. Though he will not rush out to face us directly, neither will he stand by as we take the city apart stone by stone.
Let's get to it then. Where to first?
I am going nowhere. My deal with Akachi was to hold the gate and force the militia to divide their forces. The First Crusade was over before I could fulfill my debt. See that it doesn't happen again.
Kelemvor rarely faces those he passes judgment upon, so he has another servant, the voice of Kelemvor, to do it for him. The voice resides in the Basilica of Lost Hope, so we should go there first. If we strike down the voice, it will be as if we struck at Kelemvor himself. Injustice will be silenced, if only for a time.
Tactical diversions and symbolic victories will not win you your soul, Travis. That requires power. Power that can be found in the vaults at Eternity's End. That should be our first target.
Are we sure the militia will bother diverting forces to the gate?
They will not risk leaving the gate in our hands. Demons roam the plains, waiting for any opportunity to steal into the city and snatch souls, and the militia are fools if they think I will be keeping any of the fiends out.
Are there any other advantages to attacking the Basilica first?
A victory there could rally some of the city's militia to our side. False souls who've had enough of torment and servitude. All they need is someone to show them that Kelemvor can be beaten.
And you spoke of power, Ramak. What kind of power?
Long have I sought a path to godhood, and it is said that there are certain tomes, penned by Lord Ao himself, which will reveal that knowledge. My servants are not intelligent enough to recognize the tomes, and thus I shall need your aid to search for them. Help me in this, and with my new powers I shall shatter Kelemvor's crystal spire itself, if you so desire.
I've heard enough to make a decision.
I trust your wisdom in this.
I believe the tactical choice is the best option. Rallying people to our cause, that would help. The power in Eternity's End, I don't need that. I don't need incredible power. I don't know if you should have it, an undead evil lich. But holding the gates and preventing demons from getting inside, that might be a choice. Seiryu may need help holding the gate. I'll help her first.
If you feel that is best, Travis, then I will abide by your decision. I will take my forces to the Basilica and begin the assault there. Join us as soon as you can.
So be it, Travis. I will still take my servants to Eternity's End and attempt to retrieve what lore I can, if any. Fools from the militia approach, Travis. Prepare yourself.
And here they come.
City of Judgment you go.
So we attack. I believe the sword is actually fairly effective.
now we have demons to fight. Great generals of the hells, you are commanded to aid Travis Ignam. So we have demons on our side here? Okay, then. And it looks like Amanjero has come to assist as well. Amin, I am glad to have you on our side.
I am free at last, though my injuries will take some time to heal. I lost a particularly large scale in that battle. It's about the right size for a shield for one of your kind. Maybe you can get some use out of it. My debt to Akachi is fulfilled. You're on your own from now on. Your other allies may need your assistance. Seek them out immediately.
As you wish. Spirit essences. Not quite what I expected. And a level up for you. That'll be worth it. Cleric, standard, epic prowess. Is that worth it? I mean, it is only one. Epic gate. It's worth it to have it, I think.
All in.
Okay, I think that's everything there. So what do we have here? Seiryu's Scale. This is a single giant scale from the Blue Dragon Seiryu. Though crude in appearance, it is quite powerful when used as a shield, giving the wearer some of Seiryu's own extraordinary and supernatural qualities. Immunity to electrical, spell resistance 28, and a +6 shield bonus. Compared to this, we'd have one less armor bonus, but the spell resistance is incredible. I'll take it. Alright. And I think... Hold on, is... Amanjero, do you have anything to say?
The place is secure for the moment.
Thank you for coming.
I have many debts that I will be required to pay eternally. That I could settle this one while I still lived was an idea that brought some small comfort. I must remain here outside the wall. I am of little use to you without my servants, and they have prior agreements that would free them from my bindings should they set foot inside the city. I will bind more fiends here and help to defend this position until you meet your goal, or until I meet my end.
Farewell. And that is where I am going to end this episode. It's gone on about long enough. A little shorter, but it seems like a decent pause point. Next episode, we'll go into the city and find our next location. We may go for the Basilica. Getting more on our side might not be a bad choice. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, I am Chester44. That is Travis Ignam, Ganiev, Sophia, and Kaylin. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer, and I shall see you all next time.